Hello guys and welcome back to Computer DIY. Today we are opening the Maximus 4 Extreme Motherboard by ASUS. So as you can see, I've already taken out the exclusive feature guide. These are just some things that the Republic of Gamers has added to the motherboard, which are the Connect, the Bluetooth, and the iDirect. Just a few little extra features for overclocking. We have the actual user guide. Now let's get in here. The first thing that you'll notice, they velcroed the top so you can see the actual board itself. Now I've put this on a fairly anti-static surface, but for those of you who do not, as you'll see when we open this, they have actually separated the motherboard from the rest of the actual packaging. So let's open this real quick here. So from the very top, you're going to notice that you have two packages, two black boxes. I actually like the black. I think they packaged it well. The first one is a double tab open box, so you just pinch the center and pull out. Let me see. Hold the camera with one hand. Okay. We'll get back to that box in a little bit. And we have the actual motherboard. As you can see here, they have sealed it in a little bit of acrylic in its own little box. We'll get back to that in a second. Let's go back to this double fin box. So when we open this up, these will come inside when you get it. I took it out to start the video with, though. So, let's see what the rest of the packaging is. We have a little notice about your SATA mode. If you did get the P67 Rev 3, it'll say it right there. There you go. It will come with SATA 3 and USB 3.0. In the first column here, we're going to get a drivers. Now, as you know, ASUS will recommend that you download the latest and greatest driver from their website after you get your computer up and running. For this project, we're going to be building a computer, so from scratch. Next, we have, God, I don't actually know what this is. Oh, wait, no, it's an SLI bridge. Okay, so we have a few different SLI bridges here. We also have a three-way, and they gave us even some crossfire bridges, it looks like. Yep. So a few different crossfire bridges at different lengths. Let's see if we can actually get the cross. Yeah, there we go. So at a few different lengths, you have a back plate for your motherboard so that you don't have to see all the stuff on the inside of your computer. I actually already have a pre-made aluminum back plate, but I might end up using this. Of course, we have some of the overclocking features that you can add to your motherboard later. We have some voltage probes. These actually plug into different sections. Let's go back to the motherboard itself. So as we look along the motherboard, you can see that there are actually a lot of extra little features that they ended up adding. Essentially what you have here is, next to the key components in your motherboard are these. Now if we look, there's actually I can't get that quite to zoom correctly. Damn. Okay. What we're going to look at here though is it's going to come with a few little voltage probes. Essentially what you do is you're going to plug the male end into the female end of the computer. What will end up happening when you're done is you can then put a volt tester in there and see if everything's working. If you ever have a computer issue, motherboard issue, this could be maybe your first test to actually see if everything's running smoothly. Okay, let's continue going. Now here's what I really like. Temperature probes. If we look here, we got little thermometers right here. These are physical thermometers. It's not well, actually they're digital, but the point is we have some nice little temperature probes here that can plug in. I'm probably going to put one on the graphics card, probably one on my radiator for my water cooling. We'll go over that later. And one on the processor. But, you know, it's definitely a nice little bonus. Of course, zip ties for organizing your case. Now, if you have a half-X case or a Corsair Obsidian 800D, you probably won't need those because it already has a nice built-in organization system. Now, this I actually think is nice. With the cables that they give you, they actually give you little labels that you can put in there for your hard drive, or, of course, there we go, optical drives too, which, you know, you can just label it. They even have a little demonstration here of how they labeled their cords. And then, of course, like any good motherboard, it comes with lots and lots and lots of cords of both. It looks like SATA 2 and SATA 3, both data and power. So it comes with SATA 3 power, SATA 2 power, SATA 3 data, and SATA 2 data. We also have this. Now, this is for the ROG connector, Republic of Gamers Connect. What this allows you to do is if you have another computer, you can use this so that even when your entire system is booted down, you can make a program on another computer, overclock it that way. For those of you who are switching to a new computer, you can actually take your previous overclocking program, just plug it in, your new machine, boom, boom, you got your overclocking program pre-made. This is a nice little bonus feature that they have right here. This little extra cable plugs into the motherboard itself. And what we have is we have an extra 2 USB ports. And this will just plug into one of the slots on your back of your machine. Now, let's go back to the motherboard itself. Beautiful motherboard. I actually really like the design itself. They've packaged it really nicely. And, well, I guess we'll be seeing this motherboard again in the next video when we start building the computers. So that concludes it so far as packaging goes, the way that they did it. Thumbs up. Thanks for watching this review. Rate, review, subscribe. Have a nice day.